find the solution to this equation right here. And this is just an equation where we're just trying to make zeros and ones, just like we usually do. Some of you guys are just trying to make up random values, which really just means you're trying to make up random crap. But remember, the objective here is to make zeros, then ones. So for my principles of equality, remember I set it up like this so that I know whatever I do to one side of this line, I gotta do the other side, okay? So remember with the x's, we got 1/4 x here. That's fine to have fractions. We just don't want anything added or subtracted to it. We don't want fractions added to it. We don't want decimals. We don't want regular whole values or integers added or subtracted to my x's. So this positive 10/3 has to go. And when I say it has to go, I mean it has to become a 0. So to make a 10/3 a 0, I'm just going to subtract 10/3 from the left side. But if I do it to one side, again, I must do it to the other side, okay? So 10/3 minus 10/3, that does become a 0, just like we wanted. I'm going to drop this 1/4 x, but now it equals 13/6. Let's put this in the calculator. 13/6 minus 10/3, and I get from that in the calculator, it tells me it's -7/6. Okay, that's what these two equal. So now that I have that, the last thing I want here is 1x. I don't want a 1/4 of an x. I want a 1x. So how do you make a 1/4 1? Just the same you do with any value being multiplied by the x's. You divide it by itself. So 1/4 divided by 1/4, but also -7/6 divided by 1/4 as well. So there's our principle of equality. And yeah, see, 1/4 divided by 1/4 is 1. So remember, you're trying to make this a 1x, not a 0x, not anything but a 1. But now this equals, so in my calculator I got -7/6, but divided by 1/4. And I'm using the fraction button, the n over d button. This tells me that that would then be -14/3. Okay, so the x should be -14/3. Let's go back to the equation and just double check this, okay? So we got 1/4 x plus 10/3. This should equal the 13/6 that we had in the beginning. But now I'm going to replace the x with -14/3. And we're just going to check for truthfulness, okay? So that's where my question mark is, over the equal sign. And so in my calculator, I got 1/4. And then I'd multiply this, so you can use parentheses, the -14/3. Close your parentheses, push enter. And when I do that, I get -7/6. Now I will add the 10/3. And when I add the 10/3 to my -7/6, I should get 13/6. So I put that in the calculator, and I do. This is 13/6 right there, which still equals, for now, 13/6. That's a true statement. And since it is true, I now know that the x value is, when I replace x with the -14/3, that is the solution.